When you get into those questions, typically, are you seeing, and this might be more industry specific for you guys on the automation side, but are you seeing more mechanical failures out of maintenance, or are you seeing more new install failures from probably the install not going correctly?
I would say both. That's probably I don't know. I would say about 50-50. Yeah. I mean, it just, again, it depends on the machine and who we're working with that, points us in one direction or the other. But, again, with older equipment, especially really old equipment, it's going to be more likely in general to see mechanical failures than electrical failures. It's an interesting trend, I think, that we've been seeing over the past, say 10 years with equipment that's been installed within that sort of 10 to 15 year time frame, because the electrical side of things are just done differently now. There's that old axiom, they don't make things the way they used to. And there's a lot of truth to that, right? There's things like RoHS that prevent electronics manufacturers from putting lead in solder, and things just wear down quicker because of that. It's not a bad thing, it's just the way that it is. As electronic components get smaller, the leads get physically closer together. And so now, a piece of conductive contaminant that before, 50 years ago or 20 years ago might not have caused a short, well, maybe now it does, right? And so we're seeing electrical failures with newer equipment that are caused by things like that as well.
Yeah, it's one of the things in the past, I mean, some of the older stuff, like Henry was saying, you didn't have the environmental factors that some of these plants that they work in affect some of the newer components a lot faster than you saw in the past. And then on some of the component side of things are not repairable. So, I mean, it kind of, you just change the whole product out, and it's shrunk in size tremendously. The other thing, I mean, a lot of OEMs, everybody's looking at their panel space or layout, so they're putting things in there a lot tighter than they used to do. So that can generate more heat in a panel and cause some issues that way.